Righto guys, so our last actual deflator that we have is the Dr Air. Strangely enough, it looks very similar-ish. There's a few little bits and pieces of that missing, no branding on the gauges at all. But it does look very similar to the Bushranger one. So, but it doesn't remove the valve, it is just a letdown jobby. So, without any further ado, let's give it a rally. Okay, so at 40 psi, we're actually reading 44 on the gauge. All right, that's a little higher than we were expecting. Okay, the Dr Air, fun enough, is from Anaconda of all places. So yeah, it feels very cheap. It wasn't, but it feels very cheap. Okay, so let's bring up our stopwatch. And go. Alright, so I actually didn't hit the button quick enough, so I've stopped it at 9 seconds. We'll call that 10 anyway. And we're showing 42. So we haven't dropped much at all. We'll lock it in for the next bit. Not that it locks in. Nope. It does not lock. That's not ideal. So, alright. There's 30 seconds. And we're showing 38 psi. I'm not going to lie, initial thoughts on this, considering it doesn't lock and you've got to do it all manually and it's really flimsy. This is probably the least likely one to get my money if I was buying a tyre gauge. Anyway, up to 60 seconds we go. Alright, there's 60 seconds. Something worth noting. Okay, we're showing 34. So that is going to take a very long time to let things down. Something worth noting, I don't know whether you guys heard it or not, but as we were letting that down, it gave different noises. I don't know whether that's just because of the movement in here, or even in there, but I'm not going to lie, it wasn't ideal. So I don't know whether it's letting it down faster or slower, or it's just because it's rubbing against a certain part, but that does not lock in any way, shape or form. So that is push only, all right, just so you're aware. I really don't like that. Anyway, let's test how accurate it was at 34 psi. We are showing 32 on the blue point gauge, all right? So it's showing 2 under, which makes it pretty inaccurate. I'm going to say probably close to 10% out, which is a fair whack. So yeah, so that's our Dr Air gauge. That's probably the single last one that I would buy. Up to you guys though.